Am I concerned? Yes. We want to see the sanctity of marriage preserved. Statistics profoundly show that children do best when raised in an intact home with their biological parents.
Am I concerned? Absolutely. I've been a Montana resident my entire life, and I'm proud of our state. But as one of only 8 remaining states without school choice, I'm concerned for Montana's future. We have a 20% dropout rate. That's 2,000 kids per year. We need charter schools, tuition tax credits, special needs scholarships, and public schools that are responsive to parents and not controlled by the unions. With education reform, our children can become leaders that will move our nation forward in a positive direction.
Sometimes when I look at the news, I don't even recognize my own country.
The idea that a young girl could have an abortion without her parents' consent is just absurd.
It should absolutely be a parent's right to consent to a young girl's life-changing decision.
As a pastor, I feel that we should be involved in our government because we're called to be in the world, not of the world, but being in the world means that we're going to participate in the processes that our government allows. I feel that the Montana Family Foundation allows me the opportunity as a pastor and as a parent to proclaim traditional family values in a biblical way to the communities around us. I don't feel that we are supposed to be silent. I would like to say to Christians that each one of us can do just our own little part to proclaim in the public square biblical Christian family values. If each of us did our own little part, how much could be accomplished? So much. And so don't sit on the sidelines and be quiet. Do what God is calling you to do and proclaim His word boldly.
Well, election time rolls around, and we go down to the local Republican headquarters to watch the election returns come in, and all of a sudden the election returns stop. And Dwayne Winslow, the election administrator, made the decision to stop counting and start all over at 10 o'clock at night. They had some provisional ballots, some damaged ballots, there's some other ballots they had to count, and my lead over the course of the next 10 days went from 14 to 10 to 4 to a dead even tie. 1,968 to 1,968. It was the next morning we had the hand recount up in the county commissioner's office here in Yellowstone County Courthouse, and there's no doubt in my mind you could count those every day through perpetuity and you'd come up with the exact same count that we did. I ended up winning by 3 votes. And suddenly the balance of power changed because of 3 votes in Laurel. It's critical that you people get out and vote, that you know who you're voting for, you know what they stand for, and you do everything in your power to get the right person into office, because we became the last line of defense between the progressive agenda and the people of Montana. And I could list you dozens of bills, laws that would have passed had it not been for 3 votes in Laurel. It's enormous, absolutely enormous.
The Family Foundation is a critical organization just to educate Montanans as a whole, to help educate them on how politics affects their daily lives, how it affects their ability to raise their children, to have the right to raise their children as they see fit, how it affects their daily budgets, how family values and how politics are interrelated. So the Family Foundation is an absolutely critical organization, not just in Helena, but it's also a critical organization to educate the people on how important their one vote is and how important their involvement is to influence the culture.
It's time for us to rise up as a people. It's time for us to say to the legislature, we are the people. In fact, we the people demand that you take this nation in a direction that we want it to go in. And that's a direction of stronger values. That's the direction of stronger families. That's the direction of stronger beliefs that life is sacred, the belief that God ordained this nation and that we can be a great nation once again. We refuse any longer to be led down the path that you're leading us. That's who we want to be as a nation. As we look at the challenges before us, the question is, who is the Montana Family Foundation? Is it me? Is it our staff in the office? It's not. The Montana Family Foundation is made up of our staff, but it's also made up of our volunteers. It's made up of those that contribute. It's made up of the prayer warriors that hold us up as we go into battle. These are the folks that make up the Montana Family Foundation, and I'd like you to become involved. We have a great goal, and that is preserving the United States for our children and grandchildren. There are 3 ways that you can partner with us. First, you can volunteer. We need volunteers in the office and during the election cycle. It's as simple as liking us on Facebook. Please help us get the word out. Second, you can pray for us. This is a big battle. We need your prayers. Please ask God Himself to intervene. And third, we need people willing to commit their financial resources. This is an expensive battle, especially when we're involved in the courts. We're not just here to play. We're in this game to win. And to do that, we need everyone's help. We need your help.